It's 20 minutes before 9. It's been 60 years since the landmark U.S. Supreme Court ruling that ended school segregation. Of course, we're talking about Brown versus the Board of Education. And Dr. Chance Lewis with the Urban Education Collaborative is here to tell us about a special event commemorating the case and its impact on Charlotte and the Carolinas. The 60-year commemoration of Brown versus Board of Education is coming up later this evening. Dr. Lewis, thank you so much for being with us here
thank
today.
You for having me. Honored to be here.
Tell us about this celebration, when and where it's going to be.
Well, the celebration is tonight at 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. We're going to start with hors d'oeuvres and have roughly a 1-hour program, and then dinner and entertainment for our guests to really celebrate the 60-year commemoration of the Brown v. Board decision.
And you all are going to have a very distinguished panel. Tell us about some of your panelists.
Yes, our distinguished panel will include Dorothy Count Scroggins, who was actually one of the first students to integrate CMS at Harding High School. She will be on our panel. Judge Ricky McCoy Mitchell, juvenile district court judge here in town, and many others that are affiliated with CMS and the Charlotte community as they pave the way for where we are today.
Where do you think we are, though, versus 60 years ago when the U.S. Supreme Court made this decision today? How far have we come?
We've come a long way. When we look at 1954 and then Charlotte being a leader in, for the rest of the nation and how we were going to integrate schools. Charlotte has long been a pioneer of how we can do schools better, where all kids have an opportunity in the classroom. So we've come a long way. We still have a ways to go. As you see, many schools still racially segregated in some facets, but Charlotte is a leader in the area.
It certainly is. What needs to be done, do you think?
I think what needs to be done is to have increased attention on how do we provide equitable education opportunities for all youth. So when we look at the racial composition, the socioeconomic composition of our schools, we have to constantly adjust for the current events of the day, so all students can have the opportunities to go to a well-resourced school and have an opportunity to learn.
And I don't know if this is a question that can be answered, but it has been 60 years since this has passed. Why aren't things where they should be today?
Well, I think when you look at a variety of factors, a lot of times, you know, people are resistant to change. Sometimes society is resistant to change. But one thing I learned about in hosting in this event is when you have the will to change and provide opportunities for all students, the change will come. You just have to continue on the path to making a difference for the youth.
And tonight's celebration, or later this afternoon, I guess, since it starts at 4:30 and all, who do you want to come to this?
It's an open community event, so I want everybody in the Charlotte community who has an interest to come to celebrate and really celebrate the leadership of Charlotte for the rest of the nation in making this happen for all schools to have these opportunities for students. So everybody in the community is welcome, and we're going to have a jazz band, the distinguished panel, and also a wonderful exhibit from the Levine Museum of the New South as well. So it'll be a wonderful event.
Dr. Lewis, thank you so much. I hope a lot of young people come to this. Young people need to be made aware of the struggles and how we've overcome so much in all that time.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, let's check in now with Ashley.